the prettiest poodle in the world. Yep. Okay. Come lay down right here. That's a good girl. All right. Okay. Good girl. Today we're going to read out of the Me Too Movement Poetry Trilogy by Sharna Ainsworth. That's me. And we're going to read out of the movement section, which is the third book of the trilogy. And so if you buy the Me Too Movement Poetry Trilogy book, it's going to be, we're going to start on page 260. And the title of this one is True Reflection. With words, you clipped my wings, grounding me to no longer fly. With hate, you stole my voice, leaving me with nothing to say. For too long, I lived this way. Then one day, my wings began to grow. My mouth began to speak. I looked down upon you, so small, insignificant, and weak, whispering a prayer. You'd gaze at yourself in a mirror and finally see in yourself what you did to me. I had to take a deep breath after reading that one. That's a little bit painful. I wrote this trilogy during the Me Too movement, which I know is still going on, but it's been a while since I wrote these. So, true story. I decided I would write about the subject, and I sat down to write one book and ended up writing 3. And when I started writing, I could not stop. And it did not take very many days, and 3 different books were written. So I'll read the next one. It's on page 261. If you only buy the last book called Movement, I'm not sure what page it is, but you can find it under the title, Perfect and Justified. What you did in darkness has found its way into the light. No more secret. Your deeds will be known by the world. How does it feel to be on a pedestal all alone? Perfect and justified in your hate crimes against a woman who you promised to love and cherish. Okay, the next one is entitled Eat and Be Full. When you pushed me down, I rose again. When you slandered my name, I made a mistake. Maybe I'll put my glasses on. Okay, eat and be full. When you pushed me down, I rose again. Then you slandered my name, but I prevailed. You looked at me, labeling me as weak. The weakness changed to strength because of the heartbreak caused by your lies. Now, I am no longer the one who cries for mercy. It's a cycle, a seed, a sprout, a tree, yielding its fruit. Eat and be full, mister. Devour what you've produced. I think that speaks volumes to men and women who are unkind, abusive, to their loved ones. And just like a seed, it does grow. And at some point, they have to face what they've done. The next one is entitled My Good Vibe. Mere days created a gulf of before and after, the reference point clearly defined by physical changes, plain to see, by anyone who cared, even by those who didn't, that fear had a grip on me. I was so alone, no protection, no shoulder to lean on. The aftermath ruled my life, blurred my vision, stole my good vibe, right until the moment I screamed, no more. This is my life. I really like that one. It's been a long time since I read it, but it's got some power, and that's good. Okay, this one is on page 262 in the trilogy. It doesn't have a title, so we'll read it. Don't you know someday you'll pay for your sins, what you did? The entire universe will know. Every ugly deed, every cruel word you said, it will not be hidden. Each and every soul will be cleansed in the end. When the Lord asks, did you learn to love? I will answer, yes. Despite the pain, despite the trials, despite the lies, I loved. I forgave. And I reached out to help the next person up. What will you say? You'll see that question in quite a few of my poems. And I'm not sure where I heard it, but it was someone who had a near-death experience and went to heaven and came back, and they said the first question Jesus asked was, did you learn to love? And that just really has stuck with me throughout the years. So if you read my work, you will see that question again. Okay, we'll read a few more. This one is entitled Love Me for Me. Show me who you are. Don't cover up the past. I need to know if we're going to make this last. Beyond a first date, beyond a first kiss, I need to know what you stand for, how you'll treat me and my kids. Because in my mind, I dream I will find a man who can love me and my children freely. A man who would hold his tongue, reveal his heart, and never lay a finger on me. I think a lot of women with children need to keep this poem when they find the one they think is right. Let him read it. Might help a lot of men and women and children. So. Okay, the next one is In the Driver's Seat. In the driver's seat. You think I'm lost, can't make it on my own, need a strong man to hold my hand. Let me tell you something, right here, right now. You've got me all wrong. I'm not a damsel in distress, not looking for a knight in shining armor. No, I know where I'm going, and I got what it takes. Don't need a man to deliver my fate. I'm in the driver's seat. I can make it on my own. You might think I'm running scared, but I'm running this one all the way to home. That's powerful empowerment for women. This one, I love the picture, and you probably can't see it very well, but it's a little girl and she's holding a cloud and she's watering a flower. The title of it is Born to Bloom. Integrity carry me beyond your expectations of what I can accomplish with every day. I'll push away the world's definition of who I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do, because I believe all flowers are born to bloom. I really like that one too. It's really good. A lot of times when I read poetry that I've written that I haven't seen in a long time or read in a long time, it's almost like reading it for the first time. Let's read at least one more, maybe two. These are short, so we're on page 268 in the Me Too Movement Poetry Trilogy, and this is entitled A Friend of Mine. The strength God gave you, the muscle to hold me down, means nothing to me now, because I no longer hide in silence, never speaking of what you did. It doesn't bother me if the whole world knows. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't ask to be assaulted. You know, I thought you were a friend of mine, not a rapist. I think a lot of women can relate to that. Because I know statistically a lot of women are assaulted or men attempt to rape them. It's people that they know, that they consider their friends, or they're actually raped by a friend. That was a lot to take in. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the Me Too Movement Poetry Trilogy. I am Sharna Ainsworth. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and please share the video, and please purchase a copy of this. It's there's 3 different books. You can get all 3 of them in paperback, or you can buy the trilogy in paperback. There's actually a color version of the Me Too book, and you can get all 3 of them, well actually 4, in the ebook version. Like I said, please like the video and buy a copy of the book or any of my other books. SharnaAinsworth.com. You can find links to everything. And I would like to be able to continue to write and do these videos, so please support poetry and writers by liking, subscribing, sharing, and buying a book. And we'll see you next time. Say goodbye, Marissa. Say bye-bye, Marissa. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Marissa. Come on. Come on, little girl. Say bye-bye. 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 Okay.